Yo. Aubrey Edwards, Tony Schiavone. We bout to party. We bout to party. Unrestricted. Got the house now. We gon' turn it up.
Hey everyone, welcome to AEW Unrestricted, the official podcast of All Elite Wrestling. I am here. I'm Aubrey Edwards. I host this podcast normally with Tony Schiavone, but I'm here with my guest co-host, Alex Abrahentes, who's doing a damn fine job filling in for this guy, this slacker. How you doing,
Well,
Alex?
thank you. Listen, ever since Schiavone hit the Powerball, I hardly see him.
Is that the rumor we're starting? That,
I have to call. I get his assistant.
He has an assistant? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he's got like two of them. Yeah.
He can pay for them now. That's awesome. Okay, so we have quite literally our biggest guest ever today.
Right. Good point.
Yes, very, very big, big. My favorite thing, one of my favorite things on Wednesday is when I run into Satnam and I have to jump to high five him. Because he doesn't lower his hand for people. No, he lives his life. Anyway, we've got Satnam Singh. He was the first ever person from India drafted to the NBA. He's an awesome wrestler and just an overall great guy. So thank you for being here today, Satnam.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, really stoked that you're doing with us today. So you signed with AEW in almost October, in September of 2021. At the time, I think you were... No, go ahead.
Today is 3 years finished. This week is starting with 30 years.
Amazing. Congratulations. We were just talking about how it was 2 years and now you're going into your third. That's insane how quickly time flies.
It was so quick. Even I can understand how fast it's going, everything, because we are traveling every week. So the days went like quick. The weekend living like quick,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's already the end of April. Like we're nearing summer. It's wild. I'm like, where did this year go? I don't even know anymore. So correct me if I'm wrong, but at the time you signed with AEW, I think both us and WWE were interested in you. So what made you decide to pick us?
With the AEW?
Yeah.
So even that time I was like, I'm just looking for some jobs because I'm almost done with my basketball, for my basketball career. So I feel like nothing's over there anymore. So I was thinking do something different, do something like really big so people can understand, people can like, oh, Satnam's like doing really big stuff, So then my cousin is my manager. He told me, he said, let's go try with some wrestling stuff, I said, let's do it. Let's go talk to someone. Then he talked to an AEW. Then we go figure out everything. Then I said, then I told him, I said, bro, this is really big step for me, So because I never been like this through, this is my first time ever, They said, let's try. You're not a small guy. And I know you like last 15 years and you actually grow things so big. Last 15 years really done so much different, I said, I think you say now you don't look like you're a basketball player. You look like a giant, really big, so you need something big stuff. Then I said, okay, bro, let's talk to some wrestling companies. Then someone pop out with us and said, hey, go talk to AEW. AEW is like brand new and you have learned so many things from there. I said, yeah, let's do it. Then my manager, Sonny, he talked to them, AEW. Then I'm invited to be in Florida. Then I go there. Then I see everyone. Then I talk to QT really interested. Cody was really interested. Miss Tony was really interested. And a lot of AEW workers did. Everyone was really like it. They said, we are really happy to be having you here for now.
There's so many fascinating things there. First and foremost, so your manager is your cousin. Now, were you... Yeah, really smart. Keep it in the family. Was he a wrestling fan or were you a wrestling fan? And is that why, he decided to kind of steer you to professional wrestling?
Yeah, so he really loved wrestling. actually, when he was so young and so was a kid, he really loved wrestling. He was like all Great Khali. He liked a Big Show, Mark Henry. He liked everyone.
Good guys.
Yeah, and a lot of time he teach me also he told me so many things. I said, you really like the Great Khali? You like wrestling? I said, bro, look, when I was playing basketball back in India, our teammates, my roommates, everyone, we have small TV over there. Every day we are turn on TV. It's only wrestling over there.
Wow.
And we saw like Great Khali, we saw like all the big guys. And a lot of people thought, actually that time, I was like only 15, 16 years old that time. And everyone just told me, hey, Satnam, go wrestling. Look, Great Khali's over there. You should have to go there. And I was thinking I would want to focus on one side. You know what I started? Because I want to complete that. Because in my mind, always I'm thinking, if you find something, just complete that. Then you figure out whatever you want. That's what I did. Because I'm keep trying my basketball, I'm getting better every day. I'm trying to be a NBA player. I'm trying to be a college player, Then I came here, then I keep working every day in high school, in IMG. Then I start doing some professional basketball, then I try to NBA. Then I say, okay, now I make my goal. I make my, my dream come true, Now I can, now if I want to do something different, now I'm ready to do something different, you know what I'm saying? So they say, okay, I understand. He said, I don't want to be making you upset, both ways, because I really want you, whatever your heart feel, whatever your mind feel, let's do it. Then I talked to my cousin and I said, bro, now I'm ready to be a wrestler.
Ah, I love that.
There you go.
I love that mentality of just picking something, sticking with it, achieving your goal, and then moving on to the next thing, rather than putting your eggs in multiple baskets. Like just put all your effort in one thing. That's so smart.
Yeah, because if you put your effort on one thing, that give you so many things to come back. If you're not putting 100%, nobody give you back. It's all your hard work. Because I did my hard work in NBA, I got everything. I go do hard work over here. I go pay off myself. And, I go whatever the AEW want from me, I would do it. I don't care whatever Sonjay told me, whatever QT told me, whatever my Tony told me, whatever the coaches told me, I go do it. Jeff is like a really legend for me because he's like a more, it's a really big deal for me. So Lisa is a really big deal for me. And another wrestlers in the AEW, everyone's a really big wrestler. I really love to be at work with them. I feel like I'm really lucky to be work with those guys.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned there like Sonjay and Jay and Jeff. Like, when did you meet all those guys?
So first time I met Sonjay in Atlanta, where we have match over here in 21 and December 3rd. No, December 10th. So I met him over here in Atlanta for a short time. Then after I met him, and actually when I was my first match.
Wow.
So Jay Lita and Sonjay, this is my first time I meet you both for my first debut match.
So you met them both at the same time in your debut match? Isn't that amazing? And look at where we are now. So when you came to AEW, did they automatically say, hey, we've got to work together because you already have that bond?
I talked to, because I was doing training camp with QT for 12 weeks. So I finished my 12 weeks camp and then I finished my another 6 months, my camp. So it's always been like a 9 to 10 months. So I finished my work, everything. Then QT messaged me, hey, so I'm still ready. Your time is coming. I was like, oh, what's me? He said, you have a debut on TV next week and you have to stay ready. I said, oh, I'm really excited to be here, I said,
no pressure.
That was my first ever, be proud, be myself. So I'm ready to do something, because QT saw me every day, QT saw me every day on a match. I'm doing practice and how much I'm getting better every day. by day by, so those make me really feel better. And it's very, very like big deal for me,
Sure.
Then I said, I'm ready to do it. Then I meet for Sonjay, then I meet for Jay Lita. They said, you are big. You're not like small.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
A little bit. All right. So you had mentioned training with QT at the Nightmare Factory, which I love QT as a teacher. As a guy, he's kind of an asshole. But as a teacher, he's awesome because I think he sees potential in people. And when those people are putting in work, he makes sure that they get the opportunities they deserve. So congrats to you because obviously you put the work in, QT noticed, and it led to a really awesome opportunity. What kind of brought you to the Nightmare Factory initially, and what do you think about working with QT?
So when I started my first time over here with AEW QT, so that was really big for me because he's really like a great wrestler and great coach. Mm-hmm. But whenever he told me, Satnam, you have to do only this thing. You have to do this, only this thing. You can't do this. You can't do this. I said, okay, coach, whatever he told me, I will do only that much. I don't put even like one step more than that because he know who I am. He know how far I can go. If I could do anything more than he told me, that'd be bad for me. Maybe I'll go hurt somewhere. Maybe I'll go hit myself, Mm-hmm. I don't want to be hit myself,
Good point.
Then coach realized that. He find out that. He said, whatever I told him, he do only those things. Then he tried to put me more matches, like more movements, and then he get a more big stuff, but I need to know, Then he keep telling me, then I keep doing. Sometimes I hurt my neck, sometimes I hurt my back, I say, forget everything. Don't be, you're not hurt anything, you're not hurting your back, you're not hurting your neck, you're not hurting your knee, nothing. I think I don't take any rest during my training camp. I keep doing myself. If I hurt, I don't care. I need to be working on that because coach doesn't have that much time for the campus because he have another job. He have to go every week to be figured out another matches, another shows, So whenever he come over there, I took all the time and I put it in my mind whatever he told me. I take it in my body, I take it in my mind. Whenever he leaves, then I work on that too with another coaches, with Coach Q and Coach Luke, So those make me feel very, very good because he know what he needed.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
He's really, really smart, and he never cheat on anyone because if he knows someone needs job, he put his 100%. But it's depend on wrestler how much he work hard because he don't want to be a lazy person around him. He don't like to be a bullshit guy around him. He like more hard worker, dedication. Put his 100% in the match. He put 100% in the ring. He don't like if someone is doing any bullshit stuff, he just goes straight. He stop what you're doing. Just do what I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I love that attitude because I've been through in the NBA. NBA coaches is not like a really smart coach because NBA coaches, whatever they told me, I do it. I learned from there. Then now it make me more easy to be learn so many things in the wrestling with QT. Be professional because QT is like really, really professional person. It's really like
there's a reason why so many people have learned from him, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every 3 months, whenever I come here, every 3 months we have a lot 20 wrestlers in the camp every 3 months because everyone love him because he's a great coach. That's why, when I go there, I feel very proud to be work with QT. So much. I'm so happy to be working with him always.
Man, I love your mentality. I love your work ethic. I love I love everything about you, man. This is great. Coming up on AEW Unrestricted, we'll keep talking with Satnam, talk a little bit more about his debut, his basketball background, and playing with the Mavericks.
It's Alex and Aubrey back here at Unrestricted with our very, 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 very big guest, one in a billion, Satnam Singh. And Satnam, before we went to break, we were talking about a little bit about how you were training with QT, but I want to back up a little bit and talk about your NBA career. Now, in 2015, you were signed by the Mavericks, and you were the first Indian player to ever be drafted. Can you tell us a little bit about what that felt like for you?
That was, I don't know, man, but like that was like most best feeling ever I had in my life, and I think I was the nervous person ever in my life that time also.
I bet.
Because when they told me when I saw that all cameras coming to me, and I saw one guy, he had a Mavericks hat, he walking to me. Then I saw him, I said, son, you got it. You make history, you got it. I was like, when he gave me the hat, I just put on my head. This is the most emotional feeling I had so far, because behind of me on that day, 1.3 billion people are waiting to hear from NBA. Satnam is going to be drafted this year. Oh, wow. Then when I got it, then I meet like all players. Then I got called from Dallas Mavericks on my donation, and my people, he said, "Hey, congrats to you. We are really happy to be having your profile with." I said, "Thank you so much. You give me an amazing opportunity." And I really work hard for myself. I will make you feel more proud. Then I was like, okay, this is the best opportunity I have so far. Then I'll keep working, I don't know, but those was amazing.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
It's like,
sometimes I don't have words to say on that position,
It's wild because it was so long ago, and it's still like, I see you becoming so emotional about it and smiling so much about this moment. And it's like just so hard to describe because, as you said, like there's 1.3 billion people who are just waiting to see what happens. And there's like, you're the first who did something, which can never, ever be taken away from you. So it's absolutely incredible. So great.
Same thing when I went to back India on after drafted, I don't have a space to put my feet back in India on airport. Then I went to home back on like 6-hour drive. I can't find any space to put my feet in my village because so many people, almost like 20,000 people is over there.
Wow.
The people are waiting over there for me. I was like, thank you so much for giving me that much love,
Wow, that's so awesome. What does it mean to your family?
My family, they doesn't know anything. Actually, I'm telling you, they doesn't know anything. What I did, what is happening. When I explain to my family, when I explain everything, they say, "Really?" I say, "Yeah." And then, thank you, sir. Now, they're saying, if you did something great, that's why people love us too. We are really proud of you. You make us face more hard. You make us like a king and queen,
That's
I'm
fascinating.
Really happy. My mom actually is so proud of me, and I'm really proud of my dad and my mom. They give me everything what I need.
Oh, that's super heartwarming to hear, to feel. So I can only imagine how excited everyone in your family was. But I have to know, basketball wasn't necessarily that popular. Is that popular in India, right? So how did you kind of fall in love with it? How did you get into it? And then what did your family think of all that?
It's a really long time ago. So I was 8 years old that time. And one of my dad's friends, he come to my dad and he said, how tall your son? He said, 8 years old, almost. He's like a 5'6", 5'7".
That's my height.
Okay. Then he said, let's go find some games for him. Then my dad's friend, he talked to the coaches in Louisiana. They said, yeah, please bring him, and then go see. They go do some tryouts, everything. When they saw my dad is like 7'4", almost, you know. They said,
Wow.
okay, we don't need any tryouts. We got this guy. We go work on him. It's been like around 2004 when I started my basketball, actually. I was like 8 years old when I started. Then I keep trying, keep working. Then I keep playing for my country. Then I keep playing for my state team for Punjab. Then I play for my country from India for national team. I think I was I think it's the first time ever happened in India. 12 years old, playing for international team.
Wild.
First time ever.
Amazing.
First time ever. Then, then they saw me over there. Then NBA came to, in Singapore. They invited me over there. They said, hey, we want to work on with you. Can you come over there? Then they sent me to Singapore. Then I did training camp over there, 4 days training camp. I did over there. Then come back. Then they find out everything. Oh, we have really good player in India. We can figure out something. Then I came to US in 2010 after 5-6 years.
So you come to the U.S. What part of the U.S. were you in? Florida?
In Florida, in Barrington. So I did my high school over there. I did high school in IMG Academy. It's a really big academy. And in India, I have IMG Alliance. It's another company in India. It's a really, really rich company. So they pay everything for my stuff, like my study, for my basketball, my traveling, everything. 100% scholarship they gave me to come here for 5 years. So then I was thinking, Sana, you have next 5 years are the best 5 years, and you have 100% scholarship. Take advantage for this. Then I'll keep the biggest thing. I have only really no feeling because I can't speak English that time. Like zero. No, like zero. I can't understand any one of the person over here. Even I don't know what the hello. Yeah, someone would say hello, I was just like silent. I don't know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Then I find out. Then my school teachers, my coaches, they say, Sandra, I think you need to work on your English. I said, sure. We have like another guy, so he can tell me in Punjabi. So he understands what our English. Then he told me in Punjabi. Then he said, Sandra, you need to work on your high school. You have to work on your English. So you have to work on your reading, writing, everything. I said, okay, let's do it. Then I keep trying. Then I took some English classes, reading, writing, listening. Then I took so many classes over there. In the 3 years, I got getting better. My English getting better, my basketball getting better, right? Like same time. Then I feel much better because what our coaches say to me, then I understand, Then this make me more plus point to get better in basketball.
That makes a lot of sense. Like things are able to kind of click differently because you understand it and you're not trying to figure out what someone's saying. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. What was sort of the most, because you're coming over to the States when you're still in high school. So, I mean, like it's very transformative time in your life and you're so young. What was sort of the most shocking thing about leaving India and coming to the States?
I don't feel anything shocked, actually. I feel like normally because I stayed away from my family for a really long time. So I don't feel anything awkward. I don't feel anything different. And I really enjoyed that movement, actually. Because that movement is not come like every time, I really want to be, if I have next 5 years, I was thinking, look, it's myself, I think myself, I said, Satnam, look, if you work this 5 years, you doesn't know where you go next time. If you not work hard this 5 years, if you not take advantage, go back home, you go work with your mom, dad, you know? If you really love your mom, dad, work this 5 years really hard. Maybe tomorrow your family come here, they go stay with you.
There you go.
So
and have they been over to either watch a basketball game or wrestle?
Never.
Wrestle?
Not yet.
Really?
No.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
You gotta get them out here, man.
That's my dream. They will have to come here. They can see me live, working, on wrestling, so they can see.
Fantastic.
I want to talk a little bit about your Netflix documentary, the 1 in a Billion. How did that come about? What was it like filming a friggin' documentary about you?
So when I got so that happened in my high school actually. So when it was my last year in high school, and my coaches said, "Okay, we need to work on your documentary." And my agent, that time I already signed with the agent in my high school. So my agent said, "Let's go make a documentary on him." Because whenever I saw so many cameras on me, I was thinking, I said, why are they doing what filming on me? Because at that time I don't know even too. They just want to take the really natural beauty from me, what I do, what I'm doing all day, you know. So I'm keep working every day in my high school last year. Then they follow me. Then I went to India to see my family. Then they go with me over there. Then they make a documentary for my mom, dad, for my coaches, my teammates. They meet every one of the person. They meet my in the village, who's really like my family friends. They meet them. What Satnam look like when he's so baby, you know, when he was so young in India. Then when he's running over here. What are you feeling over there? What are you feeling, you know, that time? Now he's in America. How much you love him. Blah, blah. So many things to answer, you know. Then it's really big deal for me. You know, they follow my school in India. They follow my families, everyone, you know. When I come back here, then I'm starting with NBA workout with NBA players, with NBA coaches, you know. Then they follow me everywhere where I go. Then my agent come to me, "Hey, son, I want to show you something." And I said, "Yeah." Then he showed me actually my 1 in a billion clip. I said, "This happening already." I said, "With me?" I said, "This is your documentary, 1 in a billion, and it's coming on Netflix, maybe in 2016, end of year, and they have a lot of things for you." And I said, "Okay." When it came out, I think I'm drafted in 2015, then it came out 2016. When I saw that, I said, "Wow, this looks so amazing." But actually, I'm telling the truth. That time, I watched only 20 minutes. After that, I feel so emotional. I said, I don't want to watch anymore.
Oh, wow.
It's so hard to even just watch yourself, right? Like, I have a hard time watching myself when I'm on TV.
It's really, 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 really hard. Because because you know what you did. And that day, what I was gone is gone, you know? When you saw yourself on that time, that make you feel more emotional and maybe make you feel strong. But whatever you did great, you know? I was like, "No, it's okay. I really want to know, like, I know what I did, but I want to do something more different, you know?" So that's why I was like, okay, let's go. That was the biggest thing. I'm really happy. The movies came before my birthday. It just came December 6th. My birthday was December 10th. So it came before my couple of days before. So, yeah.
Great birthday present.
That's a great gift. That's an amazing gift I had in my life.
I bet.
It's pretty much the best gift you can get. Is like, "Hey, happy birthday. Here's a documentary. It's on Netflix. No big deal."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, about your life.
Oh my God. We are talking to Satnam Singh, Coming up, we've got lots and lots of fan questions and many, many questions about where you get your sneakers.
Unrestricted.
This is AEW Unrestricted. We're having an awesome conversation with Satnam Singh, Alex and I here. And I just love everything you've talked about, like your mentality, your work ethic, your appreciation for family, appreciation for awesome moments, your Netflix documentary. Like, you've done so much in your life already that I'm like, okay, cool. This is just the beginning, right? Like, you've got so much more that you can do. And I'm really excited to keep watching your journey. We've got fan questions here on AEW Unrestricted. First off, a lot of people want to know, where do you buy your shoes?
Great question.
Okay, so I can't find any my shoe on my stores. Naturally,
No, of course not.
Okay, I buy on eBay. That's the best way, because when I search on eBay, they have a size 22, 21, 20, 19. They have biggest size shoes over there. I say, okay, this is the best opportunity I had to buy sports shoes, you know. Then I buy from actually on eBay. So they have a really nice shoe, like basketball shoe, natural shoe. So I buy from there.
What is your shoe size?
My shoe size is 20.
Wow.
That's 20.
Oh, man.
Don't worry about it. That's nothing.
No big deal. Just 20.
Yeah,
Thank you, eBay. Holy cow. Thank goodness for that. So we got a question here from @Wyatt wants to know, what women wrestlers would you like to join you, Jeff Jarrett, and Jay Lethal? Is there anybody in particular, female-wise, that you would like to join your group?
Cargill? Jade Cargill?
Jade Cargill,
Jade. Oh,
sense.
man, what a choice.
Yeah, because she's a basketball player also. I'm a basketball player, so we have a great team, you know?
What a great combination. That is a
Because
fantastic answer.
Look, she's strong, tall, and she's a basketball player. So we have like another 2 wrestlers, and we have a basketball team, you know? So we have great
And
team.
wait a second. She's undefeated and you're undefeated, right? So you're undefeated in in-ring competition. No one's ever beaten you. No one's ever beaten Jade. So there you go. It's a match made in heaven.
It's perfect.
Yep, that's it. The best match ever.
I love it.
Damn. Question from Sean Clayton. How do you feel that you're fitting in at AEW? Are you enjoying your time there so far?
Yeah, so far I really enjoyed my time. I have really great wrestlers with me, you know, and everyone is like really down to earth, and I really love to be working with every wrestlers over there, and I feel so good. I feel amazing, and I have really amazing teammates. Actually, you know, all wrestlers is my best friends, so I really enjoy it.
That's great to hear. We got a question here for you from LKW Artworks, who wants to know, how does travel and traditions differ from pro wrestling and basketball? Is there a big difference between the two in terms of traveling with each one?
So we have really different. In NBA, is like we have matches like a different countries mostly, different states. So we're traveling after 2 weeks or 1 week, because sometimes we have a match in local matches, you know, in the GD. Sometimes we are traveling on a bus. Sometimes we are traveling in a plane, you know. But over there, it's not like with WWE, you know what I'm saying? So AEW have like every week show. Over there, we don't have every week. Like, you have to go with it. You know, sometimes you have to stay home. Sometimes you have to go with them. So that makes so much different over there. But I really love to be traveling over here with the AEW, because we're traveling on different city, different time, you know. So you see like so many different people every time.
I'm curious. We've still got more questions, but kind of on the travel note, how comfortable is it to sit on a plane for you?
First 3 months, 4 months, I feel really good. Like, I feel good, you know. I got sometimes if in the middle seat, I don't like it.
Oh, no one likes the middle seat.
Yeah. Nobody likes the middle seat.
So then all wrestlers saw me. Hey, sometimes had to be changed something. He can't be sitting too much in backside because sometimes my hip hurting. So then Tony Swanee and another like all AEW, they said we had to figure out something for Satnam. Then they put me on first class. So now I'm trying to get first class. So it's helped me a lot for my knee, for my head, for my back, you know. So now I'm trying to really, I think it's pretty better, pretty amazing.
Good. Yeah, that's important to be able to travel, especially with the wear and tear, you know, that you take each and every week in and out of the ring. It makes traveling so much easier, getting from town to town for sure. So I got a great question here from Andrew Mini. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad.
Yeah.
Thank you. What did you enjoy most about living in Newfoundland, Canada?
Newfoundland, Canada, that was so Newfoundland, Canada, I was playing basketball over there in the NBA Canada. So over there, I don't like actually, it's so cold over there.
Yeah.
It's very cold.
I don't like that, okay? And I really enjoy my time over there. We're traveling every week, same thing, you know. And I really biggest thing, I really like my friends over there. All friends are amazing. When I go there for my first time over there, every one of the person over there, they sign up for me. They make me welcome to this Canada with us for joining the team, St. John's Edge. That was amazing. Newfoundland is so beautiful. It's really good, but I don't like cold. It's too much
No.
Don't blame me.
It hurts. It just hurts your body. Like that level of cold is just too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yep. And when I feel warm, okay, I'm good. I feel good. And after a couple of minutes, my body's like, I said, oh yeah. I hate that.
Oh, and especially as we get older too, it's like it just the wear and tear over time. Like you don't want to be in a cold place because then it's just like now you're working even harder. You're already working really hard. All right, last question. You've already done so much in the short time you've been at AEW. What is sort of your short-term and long-term goals as a wrestler?
So not short-term, but long-term, I really like to keep working on my wrestling stuff and get our best opportunity to be a championship, world championship, you know, to make my country be proud of.
Yeah.
We are first ever Indian player drafted to NBA and now is doing wrestling. It's a world championship in AEW and make all my country be proud, you know. That's my job. That's my goal actually over here.
That's a great goal.
It's a fantastic goal. I
don't mind it to take time. I know it takes so much time. I will wait for that. I will work on that. I will keep working myself. But I really want to be a best championship. You know, the biggest heavy championship. You know, heavy belt championship.
Dude. Yeah. I feel like with your amount of work ethic and your positive attitude, it's definitely just a matter of like, it's when the opportunity arises, if the opportunity arises, like you're ready. Like that's the one thing that I've gotten out of this conversation is that Satnam can do anything he wants. He just needs to be given the opportunity and he'll take it. So definitely wanted to thank you for being here today, man. This was just a fantastic conversation. You're a wonderful person. I love that the fans got a chance to listen to you a little bit. And it's one of those things like you're so tall, but you're so kind. And it's like you have more kindness because you're just so big. You can fit a lot more of it.
Whenever I have my championship, I really want you have to be a referee for me.
Oh,
my championship.
Dude.
I really love it.
I would love it.
That's awesome.
I can't hold your hand when you win it though. I just gotta like hold your arm.
We'll get you a little step stool.
I'll get a little step stool and then hold it up. There you go. Yeah. Oh my God. The picture there would be amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to AEW Unrestricted. Thank you, Satnam Singh. You could follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Hello Satnam. And of course, you can listen and follow this podcast, AEW Unrestricted, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. New episodes every Thursday. You can watch the video episode and see we actually got Satnam in the whole frame. So watch the YouTube video on Monday. Dynamite TBS on Wednesdays, Rampage TNT Fridays. I'm Aubrey Edwards here with my guest co-host, Alex Eberhentez. Thank you so much for listening to AEW Unrestricted.